Hello, my fellow dog-scented couch blankets. I'm Mr. Church. Today we're going to be checking out the new stuff in the Atom Shop, and boy, is it a great selection today. Now, before we get into the Atom Shop stuff, I just want to let you guys know there's a new seasonal event that starts today, and there's a new location in the Skyline Valley right over here, and that is going to be where the event transpires. It's called the Big Bloomberg event, and there is actually some challenges that correlate with the event. You can get a bunch of score by doing these million challenges. So during the Big Bloom, you can do these weeklies and get score. And that's going to be good because you'll get tickets that you can spend on stuff that you really want, like some... But let's check out the new stuff in the Atom Shop. So we have the Building a New World bundle, and wow, am I excited about a new world with this in it. So this bundle includes the Comrade Fuzzy Plushie, the Communist Carbon Paint for the V63 Laser Carbine, the Black Ice Backpack, the Black Ice Outfit, Black Ice Headwear, Well-Kept Weapons Workbench, and the Stronghold. So let's look at some of the stuff in-game. We've got the Mr. Fuzzy Plushie. Now, I am not a fan of Mr. Fuzzy Plushies. These things, you know, they're a dime a dozen, as some might say. I don't even know what that means, but I don't like them. There's 3 million plushies in the game, and there's a few that are really cute, so why bother building ones that are just mid or kind of dumb? Now we also have the Well-Kept Weapons Workbench, and unlike every single picture that they show of it in the Atom Shop, there isn't a dead skeleton sitting in front of it, so that's a relief. In my opinion, it's whatever. I think it's kind of, it's neat, I guess. In my opinion, it's too clean for a workbench. I know it's called the Well-Kept Workbench, but in my opinion, this looks more like the unused workbench. And a workbench, even if you're a very clean person, is going to be scuffed up and run down looking. The only way a workbench is going to look this nice is if you don't ever use it one time. Okay, so that's just my opinion, though. Some of you guys might like it. I do like that it doesn't have stupid branding on it. I do always appreciate when they put stuff in the shop that doesn't have, you know, like logos and shit on it, because then you can actually use it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be putting some stupid, whatever. I don't know. I don't like when they do that, and this doesn't have that, so that is a plus for it. Some of you guys might really like this. It might go with some of your builds. I'm not sure. I probably won't use it, but I don't hate it, okay? I don't hate it. But do you know what I do hate, guys? I hate the Stronghold. I hate this so much. This is just a worse version of the Communist Bunker, which they gave us years and years ago. All they did was repainted it with Christmas colors for some reason and made it hideous as ass. This thing is horrific in every conceivable way. The color scheme on it is just disgusting. The original version of this is really cool. I really like it. It's very... You know, it's just a concrete bunker. It's really cool. You can use it for a lot of different things. What am I going to do with a Christmas tree bulb sticking out of the ground? I don't like it. I don't like this, guys. And it does have a really cool model when it's destroyed, because it's the same destroyed model as the communist one. I would probably, if you like the design of this and the shape of it and everything, just wait till the communist bunker is back in the shop. So, you know, springtime means communism, so, you know, maybe there'll be some more in the fall. I don't know what makes the commies come running out of the woodwork. I guess it's Beelzebub's flowers. I don't know, but I would just wait for that one to come back into the shop, because this one is just for... God, it's ugly. I hate it. Now we also have the Black Ice Backpack, which you can put the skin on your backpack in the armor bench. And what you probably don't notice when you're first wearing it is that it's hanging really low. You might not notice that if you have a jetpack anyway. And I believe the jetpack is the reason why these backpacks are so low down, especially because of the new radioactive jetpack that's in the battle pass has like a big chunk hanging down. So it would like clip into it if they didn't put the backpack down so low. But it does look stupid if you don't have a jetpack on because of that. So it is unfortunate. Some backpacks are going to look much worse with a jetpack and some are going to look better. This one you kind of need to wear a jetpack or it looks really goofy, because if you wear a backpack that low, it'll destroy your back. If you look at any hiking backpack, all the weight is up as high as possible. And that's where you want it. Anyway, that's fine. You can wear this if you want. It does, of course, match the outfit here. That is the black ice outfit. I don't think I need to say too much about this outfit because we all have eyes. We're all looking at the same thing, I think. This is at best, like the best case scenario about this conical head is that I look like a chess bishop. Okay, I look like a chessboard bishop, and I don't know what that has to do with communism. I don't know what's going on. In fact, I've lost the whole thread of the lore that's happening here. I'm confused. I'll be honest with you, I'm really confused, guys. What is this? What is this? Now, the worst thing that I've ever seen in my entire life is in this bundle, so don't miss out on the communist carbon paint for the V63 laser carbon. This is the ugliest thing that's ever been put in any video game since video games have existed. Whoever designed this definitely was inspired by something, because this goes beyond just your normal everyday, wow, that's ugly, to a whole new level of just ghastly, disgusting, hideous horror. Horror, some might even say. Now, what's going on is we have the French fries of McDonald's up in front, and we've got the baby diarrhea brown underneath. You're always going to see those two colors together, obviously. And then there's snot green as well, because that color scheme not quite good enough. You know, that's not gonna get us home. Let's throw all these things together in a blender, put it on the skin for no reason. I hate it. This is really quite bad. Now, if I see anyone in the world, like if I see you in the game wearing this skin, and I swear to God, I'm calling him my lawyer. That is genuinely assault at that point in time. My eyes, you're putting that in front of my eyes? Whoever designed this, like, you actually, that's a felony. That's a felony. Whoever designed this skin woke up in the morning and chose violence, and whoever decided they would put it in the shop, hateful. What a hateful creature. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for doing that. Well, that's the worst thing I've ever seen. Luckily, you can buy it on its own for $500. That's $5 to buy what can only be described as, it's actually indescribably hideous. I can't even put it into words. Anyway, that's the Building a New World bundle. If this is what the new world consists of, I hope we don't make it, because this is just horrific, guys. What a ghastly display of Christmas-colored communism. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But we do have the communist collectron station, so that's fine. Now, as you can see, I mocked them because their spacing was too far apart. So they squished the letters together. The Communist Collectron Unit will work tirelessly to collect food and water rations and revolutionary supplies like weapons and grenades. All items found are considered property of the party but will be graciously gifted good workers via the container connected to the station. You may also provide workers via several different supplies to seek out. What that's talking about is you can have it collect revolutionary stuff or stuff for the proletariat. And so there's two different pools of items that it'll collect, including protest signs and soup and communist manifestos, as well as I think weapons as well. Anyway, it's pretty fine. It's good. It's okay. Now we have the Battle Scarred bundle. Now this, wow, what a cool bundle this is. Now it includes the monitor array door, the Battle Scar paint for the Gatling plasma, the ornate framed American flag, Battle Scar paint, Battle Scar power armor skin, DEFCON sign, and the bullet mirror. A couple of things I want to point out with this bundle is the monitor array door. That's what that is. This isn't the ornate framed American flag. Upon further review, this thing's actually pretty cool. It is a door, so it'll open up. The other side has a bunch of like wires and stuff. I think it has like a cool like 80s electronic vibe to it that I really like. And it's a secret door, so no one's gonna notice because you put it in the wall that has like, that's clearly a doorway. So that's a good idea there. And then also we have this is a Pip-Boy paint. The Battle Scar paint is actually Pip-Boy. Anytime it just says paint, doesn't say what it is, it's usually for a Pip-Boy. I don't know, I guess they never forgot how to write that word. So that's understandable. And then this is a picture of this. So get your microscopes out, guys, because now you can see what this, how is someone, a human being with a brain, I would assume, frontal lobe at least working somewhat in order to get a job. What they did was they said, this picture, yes, it's a picture of the bullet mirror. That's 5 pixels on my monitor, okay? That's 5 pixels on my monitor. I can't see that shit. And then also, let's not talk about the floor. Why are the boards going this way on this tile? So what I did was I put in the hardwood floor, and then at some arbitrary point in time, I made the boards start going in other direction. And look, they're not even lined up when they put them in the same order. You can see the seam right there. They had you need to rotate this 180 degrees, this 90 degrees, you'll be fine. Also, just delete this picture. The fact that it exists is an affront to mankind. Anyway, that's that page of stuff. How about that? Now let's go to the greatest hits. Oh, wow, more communism stuff. I don't get it. Guys, what does this have to do with springtime? Am I missing something? If you wanted to put this out April 20th, that would have made sense to me, okay? Because that was somebody's birthday. You missed the mark on it. You missed the mark on it. We're too late now. Anyway, this is Communist Spy Bundle. This is a big bundle, guys. It comes with the Red Shift backpack, the Communist Spy outfit, the Communist Spy ski hat, in the Red Shift paint. Wow, that is that's what the Pip-Boy skin looks like. You can barely see it. And then this, they have like 10 backpacks. That's this box with a bag under it, and then it's just reskinned. So that's one of them. It's whatever, you know. It's got these, yeah, it's fine, whatever. The Stealth Commando bundle. This has the Commando Chinese Stealth Armor paint, the military footlocker stash box, the Screaming Eagle wood skin for the handmade rifle, the 50 cal round backpack flare, the shell shocked backpack, and the Reveille wake up emote. So they don't have emotes. They don't put emotes in the shop because they don't want you to know what that means. So you can just buy this whole bundle. It's only $10.50 basically of your mom's money. Find out what that is, and then you know, you can, at that point you'll know, oh, I did want to buy that with my money after all, or oh, I actually don't want that, but now I own it. And if I get a refund too many times, they arbitrarily stop giving me refunds because I've done it too many times, because they've screwed me over too many times. So actually what I'll do is, yeah, how about, guys, this is what the Reveille emote looks like, by the way. It's you're blowing a horn. Pretty good, isn't it, guys? Pretty good. I'm gonna say that the military footlocker stash box is pretty nice. I do actually use this quite a bit. It's just like a normal footlocker looking thing. The shell-shocked backpack, I don't hate it. I don't use it very often. The Screaming Eagle paint for the handmade is actually kind of nice. I do actually like this skin. I mentioned it a few weeks ago because they had the hideous version of this that had like horrific eagles and like red, white, and blue shit all over it. This is the one that has the same shape but doesn't have all that nasty shit on it that I was talking about at that time. There's also this one as well that's slightly different. This is yeah. And then this is a combat rifle skin. More communism, I'm gonna say. So we got communism everywhere. These two outfits. This is Commando Chinese stealth armor. This is for the Chinese stealth suit. And so you probably have to know the plans to build that before you can do this one. I'm not totally sure on that, but that's what I'm guessing. And then this is just like a $4 outfit. Honestly, a pretty cool color. And I would imagine that this hat makes your character bald. So if you have a female character, that's probably going to make her bald to put that on. So that's something to keep in mind. And then we have the red scare power armor skin. What we're actually scared of, guys, is that when we look at it, we're scared about the price. We're actually terrified of the price. Now, this does come with the red scare power armor paint and the red communist jetpack, which is nice because I believe the green version of this didn't come with its own jetpack. So that's nice, since that's the one I bought. Anyway, it does play fully voiced sound effects while equipped. When you kill stuff, it'll sometimes say something about I don't know. It's like some Chad shit who's yelling about death to the whatever. Anyway, that's all a bunch of commie stuff as well. And we also have, if you have Fallout First, a free item, the 5-finger fillet table. Now, this item is actually pretty cool. And when you interact with it, your character attempts to stab himself in the hands over and over, but he has terrible coordination and aim, so he misses every time. And eventually you get +2 agility and +2 luck. Now, just like every other like camp item that gives you the +2 special buffs, it doesn't stack with any other one that does that thing. So like you can't use another thing that gives you +2 agility and get +4 agility, if that makes sense. But you can still build the other thing that gives you the +2 agility. You just can't stack the buff from it. Now, I tried merging it, so the other one was like so that the knives would be on either side of the table. But when I interacted with the one on the other side, my character was standing inside of it for some reason. So merging it might make your character interact with it kind of weird. Sometimes you'll sit like off to the side of a chair if there's like weird stuff pushing your character around. So I think it's like whatever. It's like that kind of thing is happening where it's trying to interact with it, but the other table's intersecting with your character somehow and pushing him around. So that's something to keep in mind if you wanted to like merge it with other stuff. It might fuck up the animation for it. I do like the stain of the wood. I really like the look of this. The table itself, there's like blood stains on it, but it matches the in-game table that we have. And this is actually one of my favorite tables, and I use this one all the time. So I do like that it looks like it came right out of the same set. So I like that about it as well. And of course, it's free if you have Fallout First, so that's also great. So that's something to keep in mind. If you have Fallout First, you want to grab that. It's in the shop for this whole month, so that's pretty yummy. Also, this door is still deleted from the build menu, and that means if anyone bought this set and then you built this door and then it got destroyed, you can no longer repair it. And if you wanted to delete it, you cannot delete it. And if you wanted to, move it or store it, you can't do any of those things because it no longer exists in the build menu because they took it, even though you purchased it with your money. And that's still broken and still bugged out. So if you have that built in your camp, you can't repair all on your camp. You can't do anything. So thank you for that, Bethesda. Please fix this. Thanks. I appreciate it. Now, you will have, of course, your free item every day. Today it's 250 caps. That's really going to help me out. Now I can fast travel across the map. And also our daily deals. Now, every day of the week, there's going to be something in there for 24 hours. And it's going to be like 50% off its normal price. I'm going to put a list of items on the screen so you can see the stuff that's going to be in the shop this week every day. And I don't know what any of that stuff is. Do you? I don't actually. I might know what some of that stuff is, but it doesn't matter what it is because the list is helpful because we don't know what those things are, okay? And just like always, just buy something and then find out if you like it later because why should I make an informed decision? You know what I mean? I would rather dump my money in the trash can if I had a chance to. Sometimes I just throw it out into the ocean, but anyway, today's item, you can dress like a monetization designer if you want to with this suit. You could look exactly like certain individuals that work at Bethesda Gaming Studios. And this is pretty cool because sometimes I too dream of being a terrible human being. Like, I wake up in the morning and I think, I wish that I had devoted my life to screwing other people over. Like, what if what I did for a job and for a living, and when I ended my career, I could look back fondly on all the memories I made, being a corporate shill, and like making sure I scraped the bottom of the pockets out of the fans that supported that corporation for 10 years. I think that could be something. That's a legacy that I could pass down to my grandchildren. When I'm older, they say, "Grandfather, what did you do for your whole life?" I could say, "Son, I licked the boots. I licked the boots of those above me, and I hope to God they would just look at me with their attention one final moment. Hey, sir, could I please bow down and kiss your polished boots? Could I spray a puff of your hairspray, sir?" That's what he said to Todd Howard. And but yeah, if you want to look like that as well, and you could play dress up, and it's kind of one of those things where you could just try to get into the spirit of licking stuff, this is something you could wear as well. Honestly, that's all there is this week. I'm going to be honest with you, it was a little bit of a disappointment, but we do have the new event to do, and there's actually a lot of cool items for rewards in the event, and it should be on the hour every hour, and it should be killing bees and stuff. It's fine, it's a good time, but lots of floral stuff and flower stuff, lots of camp items that are actually pretty cool. So if you are into camp building and you like these kinds of things, make sure you're doing this event. There's also some cool like headwear things you can get. I love these flower crowns actually, and last I knew, at least, they were tradable, so that's also awesome. I want to give a big shout out and thank you to my patrons and channel members for your support. If it wasn't for your support, I wouldn't be able to buy these funny and beautiful looking items from the item shop, and I really do appreciate it. And if you're interested in supporting the channel in that way, the link for that is in the description. Also, I stream on Twitch. You should follow me on Twitch, and also you should join the Discord, and the links for those things are in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video.